Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets work their way onto the field, led by the number 3 overall pick in 2018, Sam Darnold. And during the offseason, Darnold was asked where he was looking to improve. He told everybody being more comfortable in the pocket. He looked back to the numbers from his rookie campaign, 17 touchdowns and 13 starts. So just imagine what a relaxed and more experienced Darnold might be able to accomplish with a stronger set of receivers now here in 2019. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a...
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Manning going to throw. And that avail, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Manning. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Golden Tate. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Check, 47.
All day, baby, all day.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Darnold completes it. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Come on, D.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First down. Double tight.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Manning. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Leonard Williams was one of the most fun players for me to watch in college football. And when he came out in the NFL draft, I kept telling people, here's why I think he's going to be good. Excellent movement skills, light on his feet, also has the ability to bull rush people inside, but I loved his hands. The ability to get offensive blockers' hands off of him and then get his hands on opposing ball carriers.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On play action, it's Manning. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Defense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Bell, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They run the counter. Bell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing on second down. Manning. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Manning throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And the pass complete to Anunwa. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off of play action, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Darnold on 3rd down. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a gain of 6.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
On first down, Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 16, Manning. And this is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Here's Manning to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will... Wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Russell Shepard, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Now Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Bellamy. 75 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Gallman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
Off play action. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ready.
Jones from the gun on third down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Able to fight through one tackle. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Let's go, fellas.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Simeon. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
70, Indy.
On 2nd and 9. Simeon, open man there. That's Bellamy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They run the counter. Powell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kareem Martin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Simeon. Caught by Montgomery.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Simeon. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Ready?
They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. That 2nd down play nets a -4. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that.
This is the running back, Powell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Powell. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
6-6, bullet high. 2.
Simeon wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Josh Bellamy, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Gallman will run it. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Get that quarterback.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
90, roll.
53, minus 53. All day, dog.
5.
This is Gallman. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas to add the extra point.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
You better be afraid of
2nd and 10, Simeon again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Throwing again is Simeon. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. Simeon throwing again. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson as the first half is winding down, and the Jets will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Boy, rough. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Jones. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Where they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. That one's complete to Tomlinson. That is Tomlinson who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run with Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Steve McClendon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Defense.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
This is Smith, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
On the draw, Perkins. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now operating from the gun. Oh, he's going to go for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It got his man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Go. 15
at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Simeon. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Montgomery on the counter. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll flip this quickly out to Fowler. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
Take the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Simeon. Gets it to Bellamy outright. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Ready.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 24. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We focus our attention now on the Jets defense. That interception the last go-around when they were out there, 4 turnovers now for this unit. Pretty impressive.
And how happy are they to actually run back on the field? Most of the time, defenses want to get off the field, but when you picked off 4 passes,
they want to stay out.
They want to stay out there and not just pad their stats, but really give themselves a game to remember and a game to play off of the rest of the season.
And they'll be looking for turnover number 5 now. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. Paul Perkins, 73 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Trevor Siemian ready to retake the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Oh, fighting off the defender. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On the draw, this is Smith. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 46.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That one caught by Ellison. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
X3, 218, chop.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Kill.
Ready.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Big river.
Now a shotgun give to Perkins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Get it.
They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2.
Ready. 6-6, bullet high. Now.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now it's Simeon off the bootleg. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
132 fighter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Fielded just inside the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, it's a run with Perkins. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The throw caught by Core. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Gallman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. The first carry for Josh Adams. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You better be ready.
Now Perkins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
90 Wolf.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season... I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating, and kicking around a team who have been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Giants ready to come out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Here's Perkins on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. They'll look to throw here. And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
High 7. Get it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
I'm going. Protein spill.
Back to you. Kill, kill, kill.
Now.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.